Today I'm going to be doing a tag that I created all on my own. If you like video games and you want to do this video, please feel free to take the questions and do it on your own channel. Yeah, without further ado, let's just get started with the questions. The first question is, how old were you when you started playing video games? I was around 4 years old, I think. I have an older brother who's 4 years older than me, and he was into gaming before I was, obviously. So I would watch him play video games, and I would just be so, like, entranced. I just loved it, and I wanted to do it on my own. What is it about video games that you love? Damn it, myself! Why did I have to make such hard questions? I love the fact that if you're having a difficult day, like at work or at school, you can come home and unwind with your favorite video game. A lot of them challenge you, especially like puzzle games or strategy games. You may not think that video games can be challenging, so that's one of the things I love about video games, but also they're just fun to play. Like, they're genuinely entertaining. Of course, they're meant to be entertaining. Like, I grew up with video games, and it's become a part of my life. So yeah, I don't know. That's what I love about video games. Can violent and graphic video games be a bad influence on people? I think if you go into video games knowing that it's just fictional, it's the similar thing to like movies, right? You're watching like a graphic movie, like a mob movie for example, right? Like, you know that that is just fiction. I know when I was growing up, my parents didn't want me to play Grand Theft Auto because of like the prostitution aspect of the game and the fact that you could like beat up anybody you wanted and kill anybody you wanted, blow up things. But like, I knew that it was just all fun and games. Like, I knew I wasn't gonna go out the next day and beat up prostitutes or something like that, you know? Like, so I think it's just, it varies from person to person, but just, you know, teach your children that that is just fictional and teach them the right way to behave in society so that they don't grow up on violent video games thinking that that's how life is. Like, you have to instill the right morals in your children and in young kids these days. PC or console? I'm gonna say both. Consoles, of course, there's no lag. They're physical, so you can like hold the physical like game in your hands. That's what I like about console games. Plus, you can blow it up on really big TVs if you have that option. There are a lot of downsides to PC gaming, but there are a lot of like good things too. It makes multiplayer games much easier, wherein you can like be on a Skype call with a bunch of people and then play multiplayer games or co-op games together. A lot of options in terms of like indie games to play. Like, there's Game Jolt, there's IndieDB, there's addictive games, there's a whole lot of websites where you can download any game you want to play. I'm into like the PS2, the original Xbox, the GameCube, the PS1, like those are my favorite consoles. I'm not into what's going on now. Do you watch Let's Players on YouTube, and if so, who? Yeah, I do. Here's one of them. Game Grumps. I like them. I like Markiplier. I like Jacksepticeye. I like Jerry Joe. I like Zalzar. I like Luigi Kid. Ultramax. Oh, Yummy Mash, he's a great one. If you watch any Let's Players, do you have a favorite? I guess right now I like watching Jerry Joe, and I like watching Jacksepticeye and Markiplier. Markiplier, I've been watching him since around 2012 when he had like 30,000 subscribers, and now he has like 7 million subscribers. He surpasses the Game Grumps. I'll just leave everybody's channels down below in the description so you guys can watch and love them as well. What is your favorite genre of games? Okay, well, are you ready for this list, guys? The ones I like are first-person shooter games. I like point-and-click adventure games like The Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, Life is Strange. Like narrative-driven stories like those games. Adventure games? I'm sorry, I'm thinking like, what do I like? Platformer games on occasion I do like if it's the right kind of like style. Yeah, those are my favorite. I think point-and-click adventure games, those have to be my favorites. Strategy, I guess? Strategy is a good one. Are you an old-school gamer, or do you like getting the new consoles? As I mentioned before, I'm an old-school gamer. I just don't even want to waste my time with the new consoles. I mean, I don't know, it's just like a lot of money that I don't want to spend on games like that, you know? Nintendo or Sega. I personally grew up on Sega. I got into Nintendo very, very late in life. The Sega Genesis is probably one of my top 5 favorite consoles ever, and that was the very first console that I ever played. Favorite and least favorite video game character? I love Bigby Wolf from The Wolf Among Us. I love Kenny, Lee, Clementine, and Luke from the Walking Dead series. I like Garrett from the Game of Thrones game that's out right now. I like Kate and Max from Life is Strange. Don't even get me started on the video game characters I hate in that game. Okay, well I figure since I'm talking about favorite and least favorite, I might as well say right now, I pretty much dislike all of the characters in that game aside from Kate and Max. I don't like Chloe at all. Like, she is an emotional, manipulative asshole. Oh my god, I hate her. Her teen angst, like, is so crazy. I'm like, girl, calm it down, honey. Like, seriously. Are you a Let's Player? And if yes, what influenced you to make a game channel? I have actually started like a gaming channel. I'm trying to figure out like how to do that. The second part of that question that I forgot to say is, if no, would you consider making a gaming channel? And yeah, I pretty much answered that question in my answer. So yeah, I would. Favorite video game soundtrack? Pretty much all of the Tony Hawk Pro Skater games, all of the Tony Hawk's Underground games, Underground 1 and 2. Specifically number 2, that's my favorite. It's over there somewhere. I'm too lazy to go and get it and like physically hold it, but that is like my baby. That is like so much of a precious game to me. The soundtrack to that is flawless. I love it a lot. Also, To the Moon, the theme song for that game, and the song for River, Johnny's version. Oh my god, I want to just cry every time I hear those songs. They're so lovely and just ugh. Any video game recommendations? Yes. Tony Hawk's Underground 2. There's this indie game online on the PC called Heartstar. Yeah, that's it. It's so adorable. I would go check that out too. I can easily play that game for hours and hours and hours. It is fun. I would recommend Game of Thrones, Life is Strange, The Walking Dead Season 1 and 2, and The Wolf Among Us, the BioShock series, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I'm trying to think of games. My mind is just... If I have any more like PC games that I have played and that I like, I will leave down below in the description so you guys can download them and play them. If you could be a character from any game, who would it be and why? Elizabeth would kind of be an interesting character to be as. And those are the 14 questions. Alright, so now I have to tag people. If you want to do this, you don't have to do it just because I tagged you. It's only if you want to. I tag Zalzar. Zalzar, I tag you, buddy, to do it. I tag Jerry Joe, my buddy Eric from Crazy Nerdy Gaming. If you want to do it, Eric, feel free to do it. So I'm gonna go now. Aaron and Danny are saying goodbye to you guys. Bye, guys.